Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Trade Ideas Live Trading Room recap for Wednesday, July the 24th. My name is Barry Anderson, moderator of your trading room. Any questions you may have for me, you can use this email address. This is a link to get into our free room, 100% free. You do not have to be a member of Trade Ideas to be in our room. I open the room every morning at 9 o'clock Eastern Time. That's when I start to share my screen and get live on the mic. And I go up to 3:30 Mondays to Thursdays and up to 3 o'clock on Fridays. Now, in the link you're getting, you'll also see not only the subscription link for 15% off, but you'll also see the test drive link. So for those of you who have always wanted to try us, you always, asking for free demos, we don't have free trials, but this is as close to it as you're going to get. For $8.99, you'll have access to our program for 5 trading days. It starts on August the 12th. That's a Monday. If you can't make it the 12th, but you can make it on the Tuesday for 5 days, great. Or even the Wednesday for 5 days, all right? But it's basically 5 trading days, and you'll get access to our full program. That is the premium service. So it'll cost you $8.99. So look for the link in the email that you are getting. Well, interesting day for me. Again, we are in earnings season, of course, and I did something I don't often do. Now, this is a cannabis stock. It's gotten beat up horribly. Allegations of improper business practices, shall we say. Okay, so CTST has been beaten up a lot. If you take a look at it on the, let's take a look at it on a weekly chart. You can see right there, that's when it all, well, up here, I think it even started. But anyway, I looked at it this morning, and it was starting to gap down. Now, I don't typically short these sort of stocks, okay, when they're this cheap. But I just thought, you know what, I want to do it. And it just looks so bleak, and I was going to have a fairly tight stop on it. So what happened is, and one of the reasons I did it is that the uptick rule, if you're not familiar with it, the stock was already down over 10% at this point. So in regular market hours, sometimes it's very difficult to get a short on a stock that's down 10%. Has to be action. Normally, if you want to short something, you just go right in at the bid, and you can get a fill. But if it's down 10%, there has to be some action at the ask before you'll get a fill if it goes back to the bid. Well, you might say, okay, well, so what? A little delay. The problem is, who knows how many other people are waiting ahead of you, kind of in a queue to do the same thing. So that doesn't happen, though, in the pre-market, I guess. And so I was able to easily get a short right here at 227. I covered some here at 217, and I covered the balance right here at 212. I was wondering if it was going to be able to take out 2. So, nice little percentage move for me on that one. Navi turned out to be probably, for a lot of people in the room, one of the better trades. Bit of a chase for me. This is an earnings call, an earnings play. And I looked at it let's take a look at it on the weekly. And yeah, whoops. You see, it had a lot of, I thought it had enough room. So I thought, okay, if it takes out 15, I'd like to be in it. But I decided to actually break maybe one of the rules I've got. I usually like to take the trades when it gets over the whole number. But in this particular case, the way that first 15-minute candle was, it just looked like it was going to continue strong. I would have put a stop. I got into this one right here at 1496. I would have put a stop right here at the bottom of the base of the candle. So it would have been a pretty tight stop. Could have always got back in then if it did break 15 the second time. Anyway, not to worry, it didn't do that. I took some out at 1533. Excuse me. And then it looked like I was waiting for a 1550 break. Broke it a couple of times. But then as it came back down, I got out just underneath right here. That was the last bit that I had. But that, really, really good, especially this first candle. It went up very, very quickly. Always great when you get into a trade and it immediately starts working, and not just by a couple of pennies. This just zoomed up. So that was that one. I had a couple of ones that Flexion did not work. I would take it again. Flexion did not work, but I would take it again. It was this came on my evening scan because it was hit hard yesterday, but it had a nice rebound, and I took it just over the whole number. It got chopped out for a 10-cent loss. So, not and it's sort of, if I'd held it, it would have actually worked, but you can't do that because that 10-cent loss, this could have just collapsed again. It could have turned into a 20 or 30 or 40-cent loss. And what else? Now, NTLA. NTLA, I mean, it's working okay. I mean, I'm out of it now, but this was an AI alert from a few days ago. The trigger was actually at 1785. I took the trade right around here, got all the way up to 1822, pulling back now. I wasn't, how can I say it? I wasn't in love with this one, because if you take a look at it on the daily, you see there's probably some resistance right up here. And it's a choppy chart. So I was looking at this mainly if I could get 20 or 30 cents out of it, which in essence I did. Now, just before I went on the break, I said I wanted to take this ATI, which I'm in. This ATI was a earnings play yesterday and got hit hard. You have to see what I'm doing here though on the 15. Okay, so I said I wanted to take it. It looks like it's trying to bounce, and I wanted to take it over this whole number, which I've done. I've taken it at 23.10. So we'll see what happens. See if it can continue this bounce. And one of the reasons was, that's right, it was looking at this 8 EMA. You see how this 8 EMA is almost now crossing the 20 SMA, and the VWAP is 2282, so it's above the VWAP. At this point, it wasn't this close. It looked like it was a sort of an anticipatory cross. So, that's why I took the trade. I said, okay, if the worst that's going to happen is that I get in at 23.10, I get out at 23 or 23.02. So far, so good. We'll see what happens if it can continue higher. And let's see. I did take a trade in DHT. That didn't work either. I would do it again. Let's see. I think on the 15-minute chart, you'll see a red bar ignored. Yeah, right there. So you see, here's the uptrend, and there's the red bar ignored. There's another one. In fact, that was the one that got me into it. Uptrend, there's the red bar, totally engulfed by the previous green candle. The next candle is green. I got into this trade, I think it was at 620. Looked good, looked like it was going to start to move, and then all of a sudden this happened. Got out at 614 for a 6-cent loss. So anyway, want to get back into the room. Definitely the CTST and the Navi trades made my day, and we'll see what happens with the ATI to see if it can continue to move higher. However, I look at these two topping tails and it doesn't look good. What do these topping tails mean? Buyers tried to move it up here. The sellers have moved it down. So yeah, we'll see. I'm going to get out. I'm going to shut this down right now and see what I'm going to do. Any questions for me? This is the email address you can use. Link for our free room. Don't forget, the test drive link is in here. Starts August the 12th. 5 trading days with our premium service. 5 full trading days with our premium service for $8.99. So I'll bring back the capture program. Hope everybody has a great evening, and we'll see you in the trading room tomorrow. Bye-bye.